everyone, welcome back to my channel. So just like I promised, I have an inspired look for you guys. This is from the Selena Gomez music video of Same Old Love. So this is just my take on it. Obviously it won't be exact, so let's get started. Don't mind my dog in the back and all the blankets because she just wanted to chill there. So I'm zooming you guys in so I can show you the eye makeup. I'm going to start off with the NYC Individual Eyes palette, and I'm just taking that primer as usual and putting that all over my eyelids as well as bringing it down under my eyes. Next, I'm taking this eyeshadow in Creamy Vanilla from Jordana, and I'm applying that all over my eyelids to set the primer. So I wanted to add a transition color to make sure that all the colors blended out nicely. So I took Taupe from e.l.f. and it's an individual eyeshadow, and I just put that all through my crease. So to create the cut crease effect that she has, I'm taking Auburn from Jordana, and I'm going to use a pencil brush to get right into that crease and form like a line. So I'm going to use this one as kind of another form of transition, because we're going to be using another darker color over that. So I'm just going directly into that crease and then blending it out. So I'm going back into that NYC palette. I'm taking the two lighter shades. I'm taking the gold on the outer part of my lid, and then I'm going to take the shimmery white from the inner part of my lid and bringing that into the gold. I'm taking this angled brush and I'm going into that dark brown color in this Maybelline palette, and I'm using that to really concentrate on my outer V and just slightly bringing it into the crease so that it fades really nicely. And then of course you always have to make sure to blend. So I'm just going back into that Creamy Vanilla that we used before, and I'm just going to use that to highlight under my brow bone. I'm going to use a Starry eyeliner gel. I'm not sure if this is drugstore or not, but a good alternative would be the Maybelline New York Eye Studio. And I'm going to go in with this very thin eyeliner brush, and I'm also going to use tape. So I'm just putting that on the back of my hands to get rid of the stickiness, and then I'm just going to put that as closely as possible to the lash line and connecting that to the end of my eyebrows. So the reason I'm using gel liner is because I like the control that it gives me, as well as like how it fills in. So I'm going to be using this as like a base. I'm just drawing a line along the tape and connecting it back to my inner eye. And I'm also going to be lining the lash line. So I'm going to be going over that with the Jordana Cat Eye Liner in black leather. This is just going to help intensify the black a lot, and then it's also going to help smooth out any edges as well as create a very sharp wing. Now I'm going to be going into my inner corner and lining that as well as kind of extending it to make it slightly more pointy and more noticeable. So I'm connecting that also to the bottom part and just filling that in. Now I'm going to be taking off the tape so you can see how much that helped to create a very nice, clean and sharp wing. And I'm also going to be repeating the same process on the other eye. Now I'm going to be taking this thin flat brush with the NYX Milk Jumbo Pencil, and I'm going to use that to kind of clean up the wing, but it's also just meant to create an extra line. You'll see right now that this brush wasn't working for me, so I used a more flat, thinner one, and I just went back to kind of make sure that it was a lot sharper and more precise. And then I also took that white into the inner corner, avoiding the eyeliner that we used before, and then I'm also going to be using that in my waterline. So obviously you need to add some falsies. I'm taking these wispies from Ardell as well as the clear adhesive, and then I'm going to be curling my eyelashes. Obviously you need to allow for the glue to get tacky before putting on the falsies, so once that's done I'm just using some tweezers to put them on. A trick I like to do is I like to press down with the tweezers on the rim of the lashes just to make sure that they're as close to the lash line as possible, and then I'm curling my eyelashes to make sure that they all blend together. Now I'm taking the Power Volume Waterproof Mascara, and I'm just applying that to the base of my lashes because I want the volume, not the length. So now I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Max Volume Mascara for my bottom lashes because I like the wand better. And I'm going back to that Maybelline palette, and I'm taking the shimmery white eyeshadow just for my inner corner to put over the white that we put earlier, and then I'm also using that for the center of my eyelids just to add a little bit more brightness to the look. Now I'm zooming out to my face. I already did all of my face products. I applied the Rimmel BB Cream, the Fit Me Concealer, and the NYC Smooth Skin, as well as the High Definition Powder. And now I'm just going to go into bronzer. She doesn't really contour much, but since I have chubbier cheeks, I want to shape them to how she has them. So I'm going down as well as around my cheeks, just to give me that more round effect. And then of course you have to make sure that you blend it all together. So this is just bringing back some color to my face like she usually has. So like I said, you want to emphasize the apples of your cheeks. So I'm taking this blush brush with this Maybelline blush, and I'm just putting that directly to the apples of my cheeks and blending out. Now I'm going to highlight with this Physicians Formula Sunkissed Glow Highlighter and a big fan brush, and I'm putting that to my cheekbones, and then I'm taking a smaller fan brush and I'm using that to put some down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin. So now we're going to be doing our eyebrows. I'm going to use that Jordana eyebrow pencil that I always use. So we're going to be making very light strokes just to mimic natural hair because she doesn't have them really bold or anything. And then instead of using a spoolie brush, we're going to use a brush that has actual brushes or hairs, and we're going to use that to comb out our eyebrows. But you just want to comb up and out, and you don't want to bring them down because you want to make them look as natural as possible, and that's kind of how she has them done. So now for our lips, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. lipstick in Ravishing Rose, and I'm just going to be dabbing that onto my lips very lightly just to give them a pink tone. But we're going to be coating that with the Wet n Wild Fergie Lip Stain, and this is just a very nice light color. Then of course you want to set your makeup in place. Now I am putting my hair down. As you guys can see, it's already curled. So if you want to know how I did this, I have a tutorial on how I curled it. And I'm just going ahead and doing a deep side part, and I'm teasing everything just to give a little bit more volume. But I'm going to be just touching up some of the curls off camera so you guys can go see my other video. And that's pretty much it. I also added some hoop earrings since that is what she's wearing in the video. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!